But so then in that sense, where would you categorize, let's say, like the Nordic system of social welfare state? Like they have a system of social welfare where apparently people argue it's probably in Denmark, Sweden, and Norway. It's like probably one of the best in the world. And a lot of, let's say, socialists, a lot of center-left people, they look towards that, especially if you're always looking at the debate from the UK and also even from the US. And even I think also in Germany and many other countries, they look towards that as probably the best version of like center-left politics. Exactly, it's a balance. Some people argue like Marxism is too extreme. Socialism in certain ways, like the 20th century socialist governments, case in point, Marxism-Leninism, they say it's too extreme. And so the argument is you could do some reform, let's say, to the capitalist system. Yeah. And one of the reforms, the greatest one that came out of the 20th century, I think, for that was the issue about social welfare. Like you build a welfare state, and so in as much as some people are poor, they are at the bottom of the pyramid, you can increase, let's say, taxes on the rich and the middle class, and then you form some kind of a redistribution mechanism so that even if they are really extremely poor, then they don't fall off the cracks. They can get a welfare check for groceries, or they can get their housing subsidized or something of the sort.
Yeah. I actually quite admire their system. I think they're very close to getting it right, because they are trying to figure out a system.
But then if you say that, don't you think then you and me, I'm center-left, I identify mostly as center-left when it comes to political orientation, especially the Western kind of political orientation. But then you and me are not far off, because, I mean, you say you're Marxist, but if you say the Nordic system is quite agreeable and they're close to getting it right.
They're close to getting it right.
Then the distance between you and normal center-left is not that big.
It's not that big. Okay, when you come to economics, I wouldn't say we are very far apart. It's just when it comes to now basic politics, where is this right, is this wrong, that's where now we might start to diverge. Yeah, because when I look at the economics of the Nordic countries, what they've done is they've created a system where social programs have found a way to sort of put a speed governor on capitalism, where it's no longer profitable to just be incredibly greedy. Yeah. And actually, in my opinion, I think the next step is the taxes that they do have on corporations. They need to find a way to make it that the more money this corporation makes, you tax it. It's a progressive tax, but because a lot of people who own these businesses are quite greedy. Yeah. To lower these taxes, or to at least avoid these taxes, you can pay your workers more. You understand? So if this corporation, you tell them, past $1 billion profit, your taxes will skyrocket. Now, before you get to that billion, for you to avoid these taxes, it would actually be better if you, whatever it is you make after $1 billion, pay to the workers, increase their wages. But I think my big issue is with American capitalism. When I look at when I look at European countries, I'm not too bothered. American capitalism is what I find quite an evil form of capitalism, because of how ruthless it is.